Time once more to gather up Gotchard. Hello. How is everybody? I hope you're doing good. Grayon's plans are trudging forward, step by step, forward and by forward. And Hotaro, that boy be struggling, cause iron is taking a lot out of him. What's anemic? You know, all the iron's not in him; it's out of him. Jokes. So what's gonna happen next is that Sabimaru and Ringe are working Hotaro's family's restaurant, basically trying to keep the lid on the whole situation, and just kind of like, yeah, Hotaro just got real fucking tired, Miss Hotaro mom person, so we're happy to help. And like, she is the most understanding mother entirely. Hey, two of my friends are homeless now. Can they live here? Like, we have no understanding if they have a home situation. They just showed up. It's just like, these are some... Hotaro's a good friend. They're good friends. They're all good friends together. But Hotaro gets up and is like, hey, I've rested enough. And they're like, you should probably rest more. That fight took a lot out of you. He's like, I got it. And he starts working the restaurant, you know, like Hotaro does. Meanwhile, Minato is being a sad boy. He's being sad edge boy. Just going like, I fucked up. Everybody's hurting. I don't know what to do. He's unsure of the next step he should take. When Lachus comes in and he goes like, oh, so you're sent here to kill me, okay. Right. As Grayon starts finalizing the conceptualization of his plans. And Lachus basically goes like, hey, you were supposed to fuck him over with me. What the fuck, bro? You were supposed to fight him, and then we were supposed to fight him, and then I was supposed to get out of this situation, because the dude's fucking insane. I don't like this living situation anymore. This is fucked. And her sisters come in and go like, you bitch! You fucked up! You goofed! What you fucking do? Why you doing this? And we have a little bit of a fight. Atropo transforms. Clotho just starts fighting Minato, and hey, look at that! Spanner comes in. They are not defeating the sad boy goth girlfriend allegations. They just aren't. One thing I do want to mention: kudos to the Dread suit actor. They have made it every single time very apparent who is actually supposed to be in the suit, and it's just good physical acting. I really appreciate it. I want to commend them on that, because it's definitely Atropo in that suit. You can feel the body language being definitively a certain way, but during the whole kerfuffle, Lachus gets away, Minato skedaddles, and the other two sisters are like, oh well, bye. And Spanner's just there going like, alright, Jesus fucking hell. Alright, whatever, I'll deal with it later. As we cut back to the restaurant, the day's ended. They're all going like, oh, thank God, the lunch rush is over. And literally, Hotaro, like, falls over, dead tired. And they're just like, yeah, no, he needed more rest. Rine shows up, and they're just just having a little bit of like a, fuck, Hotaro's fucking tired, as Grayon really explains his plan, well, not his plan, the next step of his plan, as we know it so far, of get all the 10 cards, the X cards, get all 10 of them together, so that they can go to the Ouroboros land and do something. What's the something? I don't know. Does even Grayon know? Probably. But that's the plan. So he forces the Dragon X card into Amalgam to cause havoc and chaos. And just trying to figure things out. Spanner is having lunch with Kyoka, and they're in a French restaurant for some reason. Like, they're in a distinct location. I don't know why. It's just funny to me. But basically, everyone's alerted of like, oh hey, the amalgam's out, doing all this stuff. We gotta go fight the thing. Spanner's already on the way, and so Rine's like, all right, cool. We'll go there, and Hotaro's like, all right, I'm coming. And immediately, not Shikamaru. I said his name earlier. Ringe and Sabimaru are like, no, you need to rest. And I love Rine just going and like, no. Even if we tell him to stay here and rest, he'll ignore us and come along. You are coming, and you are a last resort. You are not fighting unless we absolutely need you. And he's like, I will agree to that. I just want to help. Which is like, yeah, no, Rine understands Hotaro. Hotaro understands his friends. They're all having healthy communication. It's so interesting. You know, I'm bouncing back between Gotchard and Agito right now. And it's just like, Agito is all about, not necessarily miscommunication, but just missed communication. Like, they aren't meeting up at the right time to be able to have a conversation. And here it's just like, no, we are emotionally understanding of each other, and we're trying to push forward. It's really interesting, you know? But they go out, they have the fight, Spanner suits up, Rine suits up, they're all trying to fight, they're getting beat, so Hotaro goes like, fuck, okay, transforms into Iron Gotchard. They bust into like what feels like a little game center, arcade kind of thing. They have a fight, and the dragon guy just beats his ass. It's just like, no, bitch, I'm a fucking dragon. Stomp. Just stomping on Hotaro, and kind of explains what Greyon also explained, to just like, hey, this is how the X system works and why these all do the thing. And Hotaro's like, yeah, but my 10-liner's a 10 too. It's like, yeah, but I'm like a better 10. You know, I'm 10, but more. I'm 10 plus infinity. And after getting beat down, they land into a lower location, and Rine's dad shows up and henshins himself into a badass form with a slightly silly name, Kamen Rider Win, and he just fucking trounces the dragon in a fun, if a little bit wonky, big ol' fight. It's fun, it's cute, it's cool. He gets the 10 card, and he gets the Earth card, and they're like, we finally have a step forward. We have a step to go. We have a place we can do, like, all these different little things. It's like, oh, cool. Things are looking on the up. Then his sword comes out of his chest, and Greyon's like, thank you for collecting my cards. I didn't care who collected them, I just needed them. And with that, Greyon's like, alright, bye, see ya, I'm gonna go do my thing. And Fuga, Rine's dad gets to have a moment with his daughter and just the crew and go like, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't do more. You're cool, you're dope, I believe in you. As he disappears into a puddle of water as like a simulacrum. And they're like, alright, they're going to the Ouroboros land. We need to fucking go after them. And Hotaro summons Senliner as they go into the Ouroboros land, as Minato looks on and Greyon starts doing his evil machinations and Hopper is crying out. Our heroes are just running ragged. Hotaro is just pushing himself to the goddamn limit. Like, to the point it was not unhealthy. Like, any more of this, and it's probably not going to end up well for him. But it is. Minato is severely disillusioned. He is unsure of the next step he should take, of whether any of the things he's done is right. Teaming up with Greyon, even if you thought it would protect your students, is not a good idea, Minato. But I understand why you did it. Just don't do it again. But he's disillusioned. He's trying to find himself. Spanner and Rine are trying to hold the fort down as best as they possibly can, but they are outnumbered and they are outgunned. And Rine's dad pulls out all the stops to try and get them on the next level, get them on the next step, to turning this tide of this battle that they're going through, this intellectual battle with Greyon, this collection battle, this machination, right? But it's to little to no avail, because he fails, but not out of any failure of him, you know what I mean? But ultimately, empathy is helping them through all of this, and everyone helps however they can. Sabimaru and Ringe help out the store because Hotaro needs his sleep, he needs rest, and they're trying their best to be support to the whole endeavor of just as much information as they can, as much help and support as they can, because that's what they can do. Minato is in a bad place right now. He is disillusioned as heck, but when Lachus is coming to him going like, what the fuck, dude? And she starts getting attacked, he's immediately like, oh, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna protect you. You know, he's still a good guy there. Rine knows Hotaro would just chase after them, even if they told him to stay there. So he sets guidelines, so she sets guidelines for his safety, basically going like, hey, alright, you can come, you can help, only as a last resort, okay? And he's like, yeah, no, I understand. And ultimately, Greyon does take the next step in his master plan, but our heroes have each other to power themselves up. This was a pretty dang good episode. I loved the Dragon Amalgam. It looks dope. It looks great. One of my favorite Amalgams. You know, I will always be a little on the pants, on like the mummy pants. But the Amalgam designs overall have been mostly and I say mostly, like maybe there's like one or two that are like a little but mostly great, right? I love Kamen Rider Wind's suit. It looks amazing. I absolutely, one of my favorite suits of the season. But that name though, Wind, I get it. It's like a pure elemental force, and Gotchard is like fire. Oh my god, is that what they're fucking doing? Fuck me. Gotchard is fire, and he's heavily associated with fire. Fuck. Then you have wind, and either Majade is also a wind-based elemental thing, or you know what? No, Majade is water. If we're talking about the classical four elements, and Spanner's earth, he's heavily associated with metals and mineral. Fuck me. Fuck me. God damn it. Now Wind is a cool name. Because it's simple and how dare you, show? How dare you? Also, if we're gonna bring this into it, Dread is probably something along the lines of an elemental lead. If we're talking alchemical ideas of lead, of death, of corruption, of impurity. So you have the four classical elements, and you have Dread being the impurity. God damn it. Alright, fine. It could be Wind. The action is a notch above normal. A lot of the physical on-the-earth fighting scenes are great, but there's also the in air, which is a little ropey. I'm not going to say it's perfect. Like, it's 100% great and amazing. But goddamn, TV budget? For a TV Kamen Rider budget, they did a really good job doing an in-air DBZ-esque action scene. Like, it's pretty dang good. Kudos. That was really well done. Hotaro's actor is also doing some good stuff this episode. Really kind of like, I think calming down did a lot of good for Hotaro as a character, because he's able to play with a little bit more nuance. He's not gonna win an Oscar or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing a lot more, and I appreciate that. You know, give kudos where you gotta give kudos. Hey, but next time we have a new arc in Ouroboros Land. what will happen next. But you know what will also happen next? You will subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will leave a comment, and you will like the video. Because, of course, you want to see more videos like this, and you want to help support me and the channel by giving a like, and you want to get your thoughts out there just like I get my thoughts out there with a comment. You can also go support me on social media platforms. Any and all. Have at ye. You know? But yeah. As always, though, we have some comments to talk about. First up, from Fish Pop. Yeah, Iron Gotchard looks really cool, but considering the fact that he's mostly, like, designed for punch-em-ups, I can understand why some people wouldn't vibe with the fights. I like them just because it is just pure punch 'em up. It's fun. I dig it. And yeah, I got better with this episode, remembering the sister's name, but calling them Little One, Angry One, and Pretty One, yeah, that fits. That's one way of differentiating them, especially after Clotho got the new outfit. So we just can't call her Abs anymore. You know? I mean, she still has the abs, but we can't call her Abs. You know? But c'est la vie, c'est la vie. That's not how the phrase goes, but this is how I go to the next comment from just some random guy. Minato is just staring off into the middle distance with a 1,000-yard stare. And he's just like, everything I touch is breaking, and I do not know what to do. And yelling. Like, he needs to have a yell session, just like, what's the Ranger's name in King Oger, the purple one? The purple ex-gender non-binary one. I can't remember their name right now, it's been a while. But Minato just needs to have a yell, like them. But next up, from Slime Beast. Yeah, Rene's dad coming in and just going like, alright everybody, calm the fuck down, and saving the day is pretty cool. But thinking about it though, that's twice now that some random person has come in and helped Totoro out with a big challenge. First was Daybreak, and now Dad Guy. I wonder if it's like meant to be a thing, or if it's just kind of like a crutch they're leaning on. Who knows? Here's the thing. I say, if it happens twice more, because now we have wind and we have fire, if we get a water and earth thing, it's a purposeful motif. If not, it's kind of just a weird thing. It's weird that it happened twice, you know? But yeah, no, I love the whole thing with Totoro. It's just him resolving his strength, calming down a little bit, going like, alright, we need to actually figure things out, we need to do this. Just giving him the time to assess the situation and not jump without looking, you know, like take a chance, like look at what's going on and then make a decision, not just be a hot-headed shonen pro tag, you know. And finally, from Esconde. Yeah, Grant's done a super ton to just make him the big fucking dad of the season. And I kind of want him to be the big bad. No surprises. He's the big bad. Let him be the big bad. And like, yeah, it's really reflective of, he killed Spanner's parents, he fucked with Mr. Fuga and Rine as a result, he killed Minato's best friend, and like, yeah, he doesn't have anything very specific with Hotaro, but like, I could see that being okay, just because Hotaro's big thing is empathetic and understanding, and or I could see just how everything has been going down being the thing that just like, you fucked with the Kimmies, you hurt Hopper, you fucked over my friends, this whole situation is your fault, bye. You know? But yeah, no, Minato, like, just damn good character. He's been bruised, he's been beaten, but I would love to see him get, like, that heroic redemption and take control of that trauma like Spanner did. But that's it for this week of Kamen Rider Gotchard. and this video of Gather Up Gotchard. Hey, remember, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and you can check by the next time I do this. Till next time. Big thank you to my Patreon supporters, Esconde and Scott Firestein.